Hi, this is ITS 224 Linux, and this is part two. We'll be working with cut commands and some additional pasting, some sorting, um, and then working just initially with scripts. So what we see is we'll use the cut command. Now this pulls information out of the file, so it actually cuts it out of files. Now, what students often confuse though is when we're cutting, we're just pulling information from a file to the screen. We aren't actually going out and saving that original file in any kind of different way. So cut means to pull information from a file and display it on the screen. Now, remember we had variable length and fixed lengths file formats. So just remember that when we're working with cuts, we have to specify whether we're working with columns or fields. And fields are specified by delimiters. So -F specifies that you're referring to a field, and then the list means the particular list of fields. Field 1, field 1 and 14, for instance. Field 1 through 14. -D indicates a character that delimits the field, separates it. In many cases, a colon. Character, let's see, the -C refers to a character position. So -C1 specifies the first character. -C1, 14 specifies characters 1 and 14. Now remember, you think of it from left to right. Column 1 is the first character, column 2 is the second, column 3 is the third. Okay. We'll go to look at corp phones 2, and then we'll cut some information. So, and we want to cat corp phones 2. Okay, so when we take a look at that, we want to cut columns 14 through 25, 26 through 35, and 36, which should leave us with this. Now, what I've done, just in the interest of time, is to go ahead and copy that command. Paste it. Okay, so I've pulled 14 through 25, 26 through 35, and 36. Figure out where I need to go. Now, corp phones 1 is delimited. So we have field 1, delimiter, field 2, delimiter, and so on. Okay, now, and notice the colon is a delimiter. This command, cut -F, which says fields 4 through 6. So I'm going to pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 out of corp phones 1. And I'll grab the command again. And it was just going to be a little quicker rather than typing and retyping and possibly getting some errors, mistyping. So there I've pulled 4, 5, and 6, delimited by a colon. Okay, where are we at? We've done that. Okay, now we want to sort. So we want to sort corp phones 1. Sorted. We want to, let's see, where was I at with that? Okay, let's see if I corp phones 1 sorted. Okay, so I had pulled in corp phones 1 sorted, I had pulled the 4th, 5th, and 6th fields out of that. Okay, so we have Harrison, HMOMP. So that's unsorted at this point in time. So I'm going to go ahead and use this file and then work with that a little bit. So in sorting, I will sort things out either alphabetically or by number. In this case, I'm going to sort everything out alphabetically. So my first command, sort corp phones 1 sorted. let me do that again just so make it a little clearer. Sort corp phones 1 sorted. Now, and that command goes and sorts this on the first character alphabetically. H, M, I, M, O, and P. Now, the first, and this equals, this command looks like this. -K means the field. Something to note, sometimes a -T or a -D will signify the delimiter. Sometimes -K or -F will signify fields. In cut it's -F, in sort it's -K. So each command is separate. Each command uses separate arguments, so you need to keep track of that. There is no single rule for what an argument's name within a command is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to grab sort on field 1 using delimiters, corp phones 1 sorted. Grab that, paste it, same thing. H, M, I, M, O. So these are equal commands. Now the next command we're going to use, if we look at this, -K2 should be sorting on the second field. Okay, so now we have Joel, Barbara, Sarah, Timothy, and John. That should be sorted on the second field. So we have Barbara, Joel, John, Sarah, and Timothy. Okay, so just some basic sorting commands. Okay, now joining two files. What you're doing with joining two files is, and maybe this will explain it better, but a join associates lines in two files on the basis of a common field. So in this case we have Brown in the first field, in the first file, and we're tying it to Brown in the second. So that'll pull Brown, Laverne, and then this information together. Okay, now the example I'm going to use is join zoo and join zoo 1 that I have on the server. If we look at the files, join zoo, okay, so we have camels, elephants, lions, and monkeys. You create this file in one of the exercises. Okay, now what I'm going to do is join zoo together with join zoo 1, and I'm going to actually add herbivore into this particular line. Okay, now the command syntax is join -1, meaning the first file and first field. Then second file, first field. What's the first file? The -T means it's delimited by a colon. Join zoo is the first file I'm going to use. Join zoo 1 is the second, and I'm going to redirect that output into join display. So obviously, of course, I didn't put my command in Notepad. So join, now -1 is the first file and first field. -2 means the second file and the first field. So those are the two pieces that are matching within the two files. -T colon means the delimiter is going to be a colon. The first file name is join zoo. The second file name is join zoo 1, and I'm going to redirect that output to join display. Did I get that right? I think I did. Okay. Alright, so that redirected that. Cat join display. And we should see now we have camels, vegetables, 2300, and herbivore. So if we look at the initial files, camels, vegetables, camels, herbivores. So we can see that camels and herbivores have been joined, that the contents of both records have been joined based upon this common name, camels. We use this some, we don't use this a whole lot. Now, creating and running scripts, we do use this quite a bit. So what we're going to do is use corp phones 1, and we're going to use, let's go clear corp phones 1. Okay, so you notice the contents. You have the telephone number, then the last name, the first name, and the type of work this person does. So what I want to do is cut field 4, that's the last name, and I'm going to redirect that into employee 1. I'm going to cut field 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the type of work they're doing, accountant, admin assistant. I'm going to cut field 1 through 3 and copy that or redirect that into employee 3. So 1, 2, and 3, that's a telephone number. And basically I'm going to create an employee directory. So I want to paste, and using the -D and the colon as the delimiter, employee 1, 2, and 3 together. So it's going to put it together in a columnar sort of format and redirect it out to employee directory. And then at that point in time I'm going to sort -K, meaning on field 1, because I've put employee 1, the last name, in there first, use a delimiter as a colon, and then I'm going to sort the file employee directory, and then I could go ahead and redirect the output if I wanted to. So what you have to do with this is type in VI employee, and that's the script name that you want to edit. Now insert, you can go ahead and type all of this stuff into it. I'm just going to simply cut and paste in the interest of time. Right click and that pastes it in. I want to remove my empty line. Escape, hit escape mode, colon, WQ. Now save your file, hit escape, go to command mode, then WQ to write and quit. Okay, now to run this script you have to type in sh./employee, / the script name, and that's running it in an interpreted way through the shell. So I type sh./employee, and that does all those commands. It performs all those commands singly, and then creates Harrison, Mitchell, Moore, Olson, Polk. So it sorted it. It put the 4th column first, the 8th column second, and then I wanted to go ahead and put the phone number in 3rd. You know, at this point I could go ahead and take this file, then edit it further with adding dashes and spaces, and this is the output we get. So the next part is going to be talks a little bit about awk, and we'll do that in a separate video. Thank you.